Don't sound, no sound.
Let's join again. I think we should.
All
We're
right.
sorted now.
Are we audible now? Agi. Okay. Sorry if you've missed the initial part of this conversation. We are saying, of course, India is to play the second ODI against West Indies tomorrow, and there is also a program, in fact, a felicitation ceremony that is being organized for the under 19, the victorious under 19 team that returned home today in the morning. But we'll come to that. Before that, there's a selection headache, perhaps, for the team management. Of course, they by now they must have decided what their playing 11 would be, because remember Shikhar Dhawan, as we told you earlier in the day, Shikhar Dhawan and Shreyas Iyer, their COVID reports, their COVID tests have returned negative this time, and Ruturaj Gaikwad would his reports are still awaited. His test reports are still awaited. KL Rahul, of course, has joined the team. He joined it yesterday and had a training session in the evening, last evening. Today, Shikhar Dhawan and Shreyas Iyer, they had a light training session in the evening. In the evening, they had a light training session. So the question is, on the basis of one training session, a brief training session, would they be eligible to play
See,
the
first of
first
all,
one day?
would the team want them? I don't think Shreyas Iyer will have a chance of playing in the 11. Shreyas had his chances in South Africa, and I think Surya Kumar Yadav will play ahead of him. So Shreyas Iyer, whether or not he's practiced, will not be playing in the 11. Shikhar Dhawan, if he feels comfortable, if he's practiced a while, maybe a light training, and if he feels okay on the morning of the game, which is tomorrow, he should play. He should play, Rahul, because he is a certainty in your one day team. And I think long term also, Shikhar Dhawan now has given your selectors and the team management enough to be in the fray for the World Cup next year. So Shikhar would also know that he's not playing in the T20s. He's not playing in the Test matches. The only format that he's playing India for is the ODIs, and it's a short ODI series. One game is just gone, and if he waits for another game, then he'll be left with just one international game. So Shikhar, I think, would want to play in the 11, and if he wants to play in the 11, he should be in the 11. The point is, who does he replace? I think straight away Ishan Kishan goes out. Uh, the second thing is what happens to KL Rahul. He's the vice captain of the team. He's also available tomorrow. But I would much rather have KL Rahul sitting out a game. I mean, obviously he's the vice captain. He won't be dropped. He can sit out a game, give Huda another game, at least one more game, and this is my 11.
To be very honest, I'll be surprised if Huda is not there in that 11, and I may have my preferences, my choices as far as the 11 is concerned. India's 11 is concerned. I think by the same logic with which India played the South Africa series, the ODI series, I think most likely what is going to happen is Rohit Sharma will open with KL Rahul, and then Virat comes in at number 3. Fourth would be Rishabh Pant. Fifth would be Surya Kumar Yadav, and Deepak Hooda would be your
So no Shikhar Dhawan tomorrow.
no Shikhar Dhawan. That is what I am thinking. See, I would much rather
On the
believe,
pretext of
yes,
not being medically
yes,
100% fit.
yes, because medical team also examined as per the
But in the World Cup, in the under 19 World Cup, you had 5 players going down. Then the moment they tested negative, they started playing for India. Nishant Sindhu then tested positive. The moment he tested negative, he
yes.
also came back and
I
played.
think I think that was a situation that perhaps
Necessity.
worried. Yes, that actually, because you had just 11 players available for the after that first match against South Africa, you just had 11 players. But I'm sure whatever was done as per the guidelines laid down by the ICC. Here also, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised because Shikhar Dhawan would much rather want to play this ODI
I think
rather
Shikhar
than
Dhawan would be desperate to play.
exactly rather than
He'd be desperate to play.
irrespective of whether he fails, whether he's not 100% fit, whether he is going in without much of match practice, he would much rather want to play. But I think most likely because KL Rahul's in that ODI series, that since one of their regular openers, that was Rohit Sharma, wasn't there available, so he opened the innings. So I think by that same logic, most likely, and you don't tinker a lot with the 11 now.
Yeah.
And the batting order also. So just you have just replaced KL Rahul with Ishan Kishan. Now, Nabaraj Singh Gupta, he's saying, do you think Rishabh Pant should be replaced with KL Rahul as wicketkeeper to keep a balanced team?
Rishabh Pant can't be dropped yet. So Rishabh Pant can't be replaced yet. Even though there'd be pressure on Rishabh Pant now, in the limited overs format, he's got to be consistent. But in the last game, he was run out for no fault of his
Exactly.
own, right?
He was unfortunate.
So your intent, if your intent is on building a strong team with players who've got the X factor, then Rishabh Pant has to be in the team. Now, if the question was that you get Rahul in, you rest Rishabh Pant for a couple of games, that's a very viable option. Give Rishabh Pant rest for a couple of games. You get Rahul to keep wickets, or perhaps Ishan Kishan to keep wickets, and then you can play an extra batsman. That is a viable option. But if you say drop Rishabh Pant and then get Rahul in, that is not going to happen.
All right. So what we are going to do is we are going to take a lot of questions. So just send in your questions. We'll try, and because we've discussed.
Let me log on to
we-
my
we-
Instagram account as
We've
well.
discussed a lot of these things on various platforms. In fact, yesterday also we were discussing about the 11. Now, another question. I'm so sorry. Just missed that super chat. The moment I clicked, it went away now. सूरज शर्मा is saying, विक्रांत सर ऋतुराज को टेस्ट में चांस देना चाहिए at number 3. Saying
I
ऋतुराज
think
should
he'll
be
be an
tested.
option. He'll be an option because Shubman Gill is not fit. Shubman Gill, I told you 10 days ago, is not going to be fit for the Sri Lanka test matches. Maybe some extra time for him, but now with the T20s being played before the test matches, but I think Shubman Gill will not be available, may not be available for the test matches. He's not recovered yet. Ruturaj can be an option only if Pujara is also made to sit out along with Ajinkya Rahane. Now it's up to the selectors. If the selectors feel that both Pujara and Rahane should not be playing, then maybe Ruturaj is an option because Shubman Gill is not fit.
Sure.
But the selectors might actually ask Pujara to play. I mean, to have Pujara in the team.
True. So, Kamlesh Parmar is inviting you to Gujarat.
For the
Just come
Yeah,
to Gujarat.
Kabhi bhi I'll come.
And okay, Harry Fantastico has a question. Why just take controversial questions only and only on Sports Tuck? Why not on Sports Today also? So Harry Fantastico is saying, is it fair on the contrary to Dada, as he is the president, to speak about players individually, which should have been spoken by the selectors or chief selectors? Now tell me.
No. So I think I sort of can. As the board president or your board secretary, I think they're office bearers. Why can't they talk about players? And I think it was a hypothetical question. I think he's referring to Pujara Rahane.
I think he is referring to both the cases, both the issues,
Hardik Pandya?
and Virat Kohli.
Which one?
So basically, he's saying that is it fair because something that is not perhaps in his technically that is not in his domain.
See, selection is not in his domain, but speaking on the selection issues is. He's the board president after all. And I think he's entitled to have his view on the game. And he's also, remember, the selectors don't come out in the media to speak, but somebody,
But
the board can.
But selectors can.
See,
Selectors
Saurav
also can.
Did Saurav say that he replaced Virat Kohli? So he said the selectors did that. Now this Pujara Rahane thing also was asked of him, and he said yes, if they go back to the Ranji Trophy, maybe they'll score runs, and then the question was, so is it assumed that they've been dropped? He said, no. The selectors will take a call.
Fair enough.
He was asked about Rohit Sharma also, I think the test captain also, wherein he said the selectors will take.
So maybe
right decision
what
at the right
Harry Fantastico is saying is maybe you should allow selectors also to speak.
Yeah, see, Rahul, the problem is not the four selectors, but the chairman can.
Acha, okay. Selectors, we don't get to hear a lot from chief selector or any of the 5 selectors officially.
No, but the chief selector was
We-
sent out on the New Year's
Yes,
Eve.
yes, on 31st. Fair
Yeah.
enough. Was you're saying was sent?
Yeah.
Okay. And so we don't get to hear a lot from the chief selector or any of the 5 selectors officially. We don't get to hear too much from the board secretary. Officially, we don't.
No, but he does send you press releases
of
with his quotes.
press releases.
With
yes,
his quotes.
yes. But on tricky issues, selection that this is the team for falana or series tournament, or somebody is injured, or some deal has been signed, some reward has been issued. So okay,
Oh, I thought this was Harry Fantastico.
okay, no problems. Love from Mars. Ritesh Bhute is
And
sending.
I'm so sorry.
Arey, not at all.
Just deleted the last.
We are actually
What is it called?
technically
Super chat. Yeah.
we are actually technically challenged.
I am not technically challenged. I've been doing live on
No,
my phone
on-
on Sports Talk for a long time. Sports Today, I'm a bit.
Okay, Rahul Dravid, Ashish O is saying Rahul Dravid. Actually, somebody had just sent a super chat, and unfortunately, okay, missed super chat. aa gayi lo. Anish V 12 is saying this is understand. Oh, exactly. This was the question. Understand the priority is to win. He says we understand that the priority for India is to win, but the only way India can test the ability of their batsmen is to bat full 50 overs first. So
He's saying that if you win the toss tomorrow,
Yeah,
bat first.
bat first.
I asked you the same question yesterday, and I won't be surprised if India actually bat first, winning the toss.
Keshav is saying 14th June Nagpur. I don't get you, Keshav. What exactly is there anything in?
Maybe he's getting married.
All right. Arka Prava Bhattacharya. Arko Prava, I'm sure. Why Rohit Sharma, after 14 years of international cricket, is looking better day by day? I won't complete if you want to complete.
No, I didn't see that.
You can.
No, what
have
is it? I can't. I
Give a
said,
closer look.
what is it? And on the contrary, contrary to Virat.
So basically,
he's saying Virat is not getting better, but Rohit is getting better. I think this is a phase. The last 2 years have been tough for Virat, and I don't know if it is the patch is going to continue, or will it end like Rahul has he's announced that Virat's 100 is coming in the ODI. So 100, and then you never know. Rohit is getting better, but I think he's far more relaxed. He knows his game. He knows his limitations. He knows his game. And I think Rahul, even though it happened before the test comeback, the 5 centuries that he scored in the World Cup, I think those 5 centuries, and then
his selection
his
and runs.
selection and opening the innings in test matches, I think that has given Rohit that sense of belongingness.
And he's feeling
More
assured.
assured. He's more assured.
And this is exactly what I was about to.
And he's going to be in a leadership role now.
Absolutely. I think that test selection and the way he's played, he's batted in test, he looks far more, assured now.
Yes.
Okay. When will you guys come to Gujarat? Kamlesh again. Abhishek Gupta.
Very soon.
Can KL get a chance in the place of Pant? Abhishek is saying. That's what we discussed, Abhishek. In fact, you can just, if you've joined us just now, we've just discussed. You can just go back to the video. 10 for 3. Who would you trust more, Rahul or Pant? Ashutosh Pandey is saying. Give him.
Trust more.
Who would you want to see at the crease at 10 for 3?
10 for 3. See, 10 for 3, the game is lost. The game is as good as over
For any team?
for India. But Rishabh Pant can actually turn it around. He may not have done it yet, but he's somebody who can do it. So I would much rather have somebody who can turn it around.
Satvik Sharma is saying Ashwin to MI. Mumbai Indians.
Has he
Ashwin.
announced or that's his guess?
Question mark.
I think Ashwin somehow I feel might go to Chennai, might go back to Chennai.
I think Ashwin would go to Sunrisers Hyderabad.
Ashwin could continue with Delhi Capitals as well. You never know.
I think Ashwin would go to Sunrisers Hyderabad.
Hyderabad.
That's my guess.
maybe.
I might be wrong. I think a lot of people will or franchisees will bid for Ashwin, but let's see how much amount does he fetch. Mohit Umesh, has Sanju Samson been completely ignored? Had a terrific Syed Mushtaq Ali this year. Yes, this year.
I think Manish Pandey, Sanju Samson, more or less, I think it's game over for them, unfortunately.
Not at all. Not at least.
I'm telling you,
Sanju Samson, aren't you?
Manish Pandey, game over. Sanju Samson, just a sliver of hope. That's
No,
it.
I'm saying because he's still not too old. Manish Pandey, we understand, but he.
That's what I'm saying.
Age may
Game
not be
over-
on his
Game
side.
over for Manish Pandey, but I think just a sliver of hope for
Sanju Samson.
Sanju Samson.
According to Kuldeep Yadav's recent Instagram post, I think he's going to play tomorrow's game. Akash Sinha is saying, yes, I also saw that post. Akash,
Is he allowed to put out a post?
Why?
What
No,
is the
of
post?
course he's not.
What is the post?
Let me just. What is it? Yeah. So he's just put out a picture of him practicing and says final touches before the game.
Chalo, very nice, yaar. It's
Lakshya.
going to be historic for Virat Kohli also. This is going to be his 100th ODI appearance in India.
Yes,
Historic.
absolutely.
Maybe century coming? Incoming?
Loading.
Loading? Okay.
Lakshya is saying, since I belong to Himachal Pradesh and I feel Rishi Dhawan is somewhere, should have focused on his bowling since 2016, but he hasn't. Domestic chances, but does he deserve? Okay. Lakshya is from Himachal Pradesh. From where? Rishi Dhawan also
Rishi
plays.
Dhawan is from Mandi. Where's Lakshya from?
He's just mentioned Himachal Pradesh.
Himachal is a
It's okay.
big state.
So basically, he's saying, since we all know that Rishi Dhawan has already made his international debut, if I'm not wrong, that was against
Australia.
Australia.
He went to Australia.
Yes.
Rishi
yes.
Dhawan and Gurkirat Maan.
Yes. So, so he's saying he's performed well recently in. Okay, I'll come. Harry Fantastico has a message like for Vikrant. Virat Kohli, Hardik Pandya, CHE. I don't know, and Cheteshwar and Jinx be done by selectors. Okay, but we'll come back to. I thought it was just a remark. So basically, he's saying on the basis of just a few domestic performances from Rishi Dhawan, does he deserve a place in the Indian team?
I am not sure, but I think Rishi Dhawan was part of the bowlers, net bowlers. I think he's with the Indian team, if I'm not mistaken, as a bowler. So the Indians, the players, the team would want to assess his bowling and then reassess his batting.
Okay, Ashish has a
No, there was a question. Somebody had said, have the selectors...
Harry Fantastico.
Hardik Pandya, he said.
Virat Kohli.
How,
Cheteshwar Pujara and Ajinkya
what
Rahane.
have the selectors done to Hardik?
I don't know.
It
because
is on the contrary.
Exactly, despite the fact that...
It is on the contrary.
Yes.
Virat, what have the selectors done to Virat? Virat quit T20. Yes, the ODI captaincy was given to Rohit Sharma. And then Virat quit the test captaincy as well. So what have the selectors done there? Cheteshwar and Jinx, the selectors, the team management, the
Done
captain,
enough.
have actually given both of them opportunities to
Yes.
score runs.
Yes.
So,
True. Ashish makes a point here. Reflexes of our famed middle order have slowed down in Test cricket. It is a reality. Only our passion can't make them score runs.
I agree.
Reality of sport should be accepted. Ashish O.
You can't cheat. You can't defy
Bang
your
on.
age in sports. Age, I mean, they're not in terms of age. I don't necessarily just mean the number of years, but your mental fitness, your physical fitness, like you said, reflexive. I think you've got to respect something called form. If you're in form, you play. But if the patch keeps getting bigger, then somebody else also deserves a chance. I mean, Pujara and Rahane, I still feel they're 33. They can go back to domestic cricket, score lots and lots of runs, and come back stronger because they've got the basics right. So the fundamentals.
Aman
are
has
there, no?
his maths exam tomorrow. He's saying
Aman,
that
good luck,
if you
yaar.
can just wish him
Good luck. Good luck.
good
bhai.
luck. All right. What should Dhawan do to justify his place to selectors? Why his place is always a concern, while despite the fact that he performs. This
Shikhar?
is Taranveer
I think
Jaswal.
Shikhar looks. I think he looks settled now in the ODIs. And like I said, even though the World Cup is about a year and a half from here, I think he's done enough to cement a place in the ODIs.
AJ Iskon, one of our regular viewers, he says even talented Rohit was dropped in 2011 World Cup. Pant has to perform. MSD, next point he makes, MSD Virat survived 3 format burden due to fitness. Bit tough for Rohit. 2 year of continuous cricket might exhaust him till 2024.
But I think this break may have actually helped Rohit. It could have actually been a blessing in disguise, both physically and mentally.
Arkoprav. Correct me if I'm wrong here in the pronunciation. Says big fan. Okay, I'd also have a YouTube channel, Cricket Meri Jaan. I believe in your pattern of analysis, instincts over robotic analysis. He's saying.
I didn't. What was it?
So he's saying he also has a YouTube channel, which the name of that channel is, I think, Cricket Meri Jaan. He's
People
saying,
should subscribe to his channel. Yeah.
absolutely, and he's saying that I believe in your pattern of analysis.
Okay.
Instincts over robotic analysis.
And stats.
Yes. Saurav Mukherjee. Oh. Is it fair to say Dhoni would have faced similar criticism like Pant had he not scored 183 against Pakistan early in his career? Wicket keeping back then was a rarity.
Yeah, but MS wasn't the best wicket keeper. He was the best wicket keeper batsman, but he was never the best wicket keeper at that time.
When he
So
came into the scene.
Before the 183, the 140 odd that he scored in Vishakhapatnam, was it? Jamshedpur.
I think.
Yeah, against Pakistan.
Against
When he
Pakistan.
batted number 3.
180, right.
I think that changed the scenario, and that changed the scenario not just for MS Dhoni, but also for Indian cricket.
So the questions continue to come, but love from Indore, Aman. I think you should take a break. You have an exam tomorrow.
Yes, Aman.
Jaipur 183. Yeah, but
Jaipur was against Sri
but
Lanka.
he's talking about that Pakistan century.
4-5 months before that.
It will be unfair if you drop or if Ishan Kishan is replaced tomorrow. Shubham says, but Shubham, Ishan Kishan was not originally part of this squad.
Yes.
He was, in fact, it was just an afterthought when, excuse me, when Shikhar Dhawan had tested positive, Ruturaj Gaikwad had tested positive, and KL Rahul was also not available. Had any of these 3 players been available, Ishan Kishan may not have gotten that opportunity to play in the first place. But now that I think he'll have to make way, that's. But still.
So there are a few questions
Sure.
I'm taking from my Instagram, Vikrant.Gupta73. Risha says, I am your fan, but please don't do agenda against Virat. Okay, Risha. Saurabh is asking, where's Nikhil sir?
Nikhil Naz, I remember, if you remember, I told you yesterday also, he's got a new blue machine or a new car and he wanted to
It's not
test
blue,
it.
it's greenish blue.
I don't understand these colors, metallic colors, to be very honest. So he's got a new car, so he wanted to do a long test drive. So he's
He's out with the family, basically.
Yes.
And he deserves a break, yeah.
Can we expect something Hardik Pandya? Is Hardik Pandya the right option for captaincy of Ahmedabad team? Malay is
Of
asking.
course, yeah. If Ahmedabad have made him the captain, they've gone to the right person.
So please, Hardik, a lot of questions. Okay, I'm just gonna which car now? Everybody is asking that we've been told specifically by Nikhil that not to reveal the make of his car or the brand.
It's a very unique car.
It's a very expensive car to be
very
very
expensive car.
I-
You don't see that car.
Yes.
Too often on the roads.
It's a rarity.
Yeah, it's a vintage car.
Yeah. So not vintage, but I think
It is a vintage
in
car.
Delhi only handful of people.
just
Delhi
a
ans-
few, yeah.
Only a handful of people have that that make or that car. Okay. Now after
Are we ready for the
I've just
sports
got a
app
haircut,
live?
Shubham. I've got a haircut.
Okay.
So not changed. Anyways, so what we are going to do is we're going to wrap this up here. And what are we doing next?
I'm going to be live on the SportsTak app. And if you've not downloaded the app, please do that right now. It's available on the Android, on the iOS. And every day now, there's going to be special programming just for the SportsTak app fans. And this will be a question answer session on the app, for the app, by the app. SportsTak.
Okay. Just as we are about to wrap, we have a question. Angad Kapoor is saying Hardik choosing not to play in Ranji Trophy. Your views, Angad? We discussed this yesterday, last evening also, in the very
I
same
think it's
session.
also his choice. Maybe he thinks that he's getting fitter for the 50 overs, 20 overs. Maybe he thinks now, as of now, his body can't take the 4-day load. So you've got to listen to him if he's listening to his body.
All right. So bye for now. Do subscribe here to Sports Today, and tomorrow, of course, we have a
Multiple
match.
shows.
We have a match, and if you win that match, of course, India will go on to win the series also. And in the weekend, this weekend, the mega IPL auction, perhaps the last time that we are going to witness a mega auction, and we're going to be constantly giving you all the coverage on that big mega auction. So for that, you have to please subscribe to Sports Today and also press the bell icon. See you. Bye bye.